people are checked out. But the question is, why are they checked out? I mean, I know you've seen it, right? People zoning out at work, going through the motions, students just not engaged. And maybe even your team's energy is fading fast. So to try to fix it, we're running engagement surveys. We're trying to figure out why people are coming in the front door, but then leaving out the back. But here's the kicker. None of the stuff that we're doing to try to fix the problem is fixing the problem. And oh yeah, by the way, you all, it's not about the money. Honestly, it ain't even about the perks. It's something much deeper, and most leaders are completely missing it. So here's the hard truth. People are disengaged because they don't feel connected, they don't feel valued, and they don't feel needed. They're not leaving for a better paycheck. They're leaving because they're not getting what they need. But you want to know the best part? You already have what they're looking for, and it won't even cost you a thing.
Everybody's up the field, we rise. Empowerment, truth, no disguise. Let's go. See your worth, it's your time to shine. Hands together, we arise. Let's fly. Everybody's up the field, we rise. Empowerment, truth, no disguise.
It's Philip Edge.
See your worth, it's your time to shine. Hands together, we arise. Let's fly.
What up, nieces and nephews? We're back with another day of encouragement. And if you're new here, I'm everybody's Uncle Phil. And for over 2 decades, I've been in corporate America helping some of the best and brightest to navigate challenges and unlock their potential. And now I'm here to share that same wisdom with you. And today we're diving into why people are checking out and what you can do to turn that thing around. So here's what we're seeing around businesses, schools, corporate, nonprofit. We're seeing good people come in, ready to contribute, and then something happens. They start checking out. Engagement plummets. And before you know it, they're walking out the door, and you're sitting there saying, what happened? Well, many times it's because they were missing something fundamental: connection, purpose, and value. We spend so much time focusing on perks and pay raises, but what if that's not really what people need? What if it was much simpler than that? See, the truth is, all people really want, they want to feel like they matter. If you're a leader, a teacher, someone managing a team, here's a tough question. Could you be a part of the problem? I mean, think about it. Could you be the reason that people are disengaged? Engagement starts at the top. And your team of people, they're looking to create an environment in which they can thrive. And you can help them in that environment. You can give them what they need. And that's not about budgets or incentives. So I don't care what environment you are in, there are 4 things that people really, really need to be engaged. Everyone wants to be noticed. I mean, people really want to feel seen. It's not just enough to acknowledge their work. They want to know, have you seen them and are you recognizing them as an individual? See, when people feel invisible, they disengage. Everyone wants to feel accepted. People need to know that they belong, and it's on you to create an environment where people feel safe and included. Because when people feel like outsiders, they check out. Everyone wants to feel needed or valued. I mean, people really just want to feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. Do the people that you're working with, the people on your team, do they really feel valued for what they bring to the table? Or do they feel replaceable? And when people don't feel needed, they start to fade out. And lastly, everyone wants to feel love or at least important. Now, this is not about affection. This is about importance. And when you show genuine care and affection for people, look, they're going to give you your best. You do want people's best, right? So let me tell you a story. Because honestly, I've been on both sides of the coin here. I remember working on teams where, honestly, leadership didn't even acknowledge us. It was like we were putting in the hours, but we really didn't exist. And when that happened, what are we really doing here? What are we really? What's really going on behind me? Y'all, I really don't know what's going on.
It's diluted fabric softener. It makes things smell better.
One by one, people started to check out, and eventually, everybody left. But I've also worked for teams that truly made me feel seen. They made me feel like I was a part of something bigger than myself. It was electric. They valued my input, they valued the team's input, and they created an environment of belonging where everyone did their part. And guess what happened? The entire team thrived. But not because we had to, but because we wanted to. So how do you turn things around and keep your team from checking out? Well, here are 3 simple but powerful things that you can do to get your team back engaged. Number 1, make powerful connections with your team and with people. I mean, you really got to get to know them. Not just their roles, but actually get to know them. A personal connection makes a world of difference when it comes to engagement. Second, you got to create a sense of belonging. It simply means we got to create space where people actually belong. Whether it's a classroom, a workspace, inclusion feels like engagement. You'll figure that one out later on. And lastly, we have to recognize people's value regularly. That means you need to do it often. Don't wait for the year-end review. Tell people they're doing a great job in real time. Show them consistently that they're appreciated, they're needed, and they're in the right space. So make personal connections, create that sense of belonging, and recognize people's value regularly. So here's my challenge to you. How are you engaging people in your life? Whether it's a team, students, your colleagues, what one thing can you do this week to make someone feel noticed, accepted, needed, or important? Drop a comment below because I want to see how you're going to re-engage your people. So did this hit home for you? I'm hoping it did. Now listen, I got more where that came from. In fact, check out the playlist somewhere around here because y'all, I got some good stuff and it's just for you. And as I always say, keep God first, do what you can do, and know that your best days are right around the corner. We'll see y'all on the next go round.
Everybody's Uncle Phil, we rise. Empowerment, truth, no disguise. Let's go. See your worth, it's your time to shine. Hands together, we arrive. Let's fly. Everybody's Uncle Phil, we rise.
It's Philip Edge.